Okay, take 2, action news. Channel 1, 5. Okay. Hello guys, my name is Sarah Cavazos and I'm here with
Ari Ramirez.
And we're here to tell you that today is the last day to sign up for the ACT. And there's some ways that you can prepare yourself by
going to USA Test Prep.
And you can come to G1 to get more information about that. And you can look at the boot camps that are on the website at hornlakehighschool.com. Is that it? That's it. Make sure, if you need help signing up, come to G1. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day and take the ACT.
Yes, for your future to go to college.
Woo!
Eagle Vision TV.
And you're watching EVTV.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Monday, October 5th, 2020. I'm Sarah, and today's top story is a reminder about how important the ACT is for students. Here's Miss Daughtry with more.
Hello, Horn Lake High School. If you are a junior, this message is for you today. I'm here to talk about ACT and what that number means for you. Okay? And I also want to talk about this with our freshmen and our sophomores because this will apply to you as well. Okay? Now, beginning in 2018, 2019, you probably remember me and a couple other people coming to your 8th grade class talking about graduation requirements. We had a lot of parent night and community meetings, making sure that every entering freshman that year knew about our new graduation options, okay? Now you're juniors and you forgot all about all those endorsements and graduation things that you had to declare. So I'm here to remind you because it's getting close to the end and we want to remind you of what you declared, okay? So beginning in 2018, 2019, our State Department changed the graduation options and students had new requirements that they have to fulfill in order to receive a diploma. So if you're a junior, this will take place next year when you try to graduate as a senior. So the basic diploma was the traditional diploma with 24 credits. And when you entered or registered for your freshman year, you were asked to declare an endorsement. There were 3 types of endorsement you could declare. One was a CTE endorsement, the Career Tech endorsement. And then we had the academic endorsement. And then we had the distinguished academic endorsement, okay? And whether or not you remember, you had to check one of those boxes before entering high school, okay? So I want to make sure that you know that ACT is a requirement on 2 of those endorsements, okay? Let's start with the academic endorsement. So if you check the academic endorsement box, 1, you have to have a 2.5 GPA. I want to make sure you remember that, okay? Along with the 26 credits. You must also take an AP or a dual credit course, okay? And you must be successful in that course and you must earn a C or higher. But here is the kicker. You must also obtain an ACT score in English of a 17 and you must have at least a 19 on the math portion of the ACT in order to graduate with the academic endorsement. So I want to talk about this because I've looked at some of your numbers, okay? And some of you may be ranked very high in your class, but you haven't gotten the 17 or the 19 on your ACT for English and math. So what would that mean for you? That means you would graduate with a traditional diploma, okay? That means you would graduate with the traditional diploma. You must meet all the criteria of the graduation endorsement in order to get that endorsement. So if you did not obtain a C or higher in an AP or a dual credit course, or let's say you didn't have the 2.5 GPA, you had a 2.4, or let's say you got the 17 in the English, but you only got a 21 on the math, then you would not be able to get the academic endorsement, okay? So ACT is really important. If you are a junior, you only have another year to get that score up. So we want to make sure that you are aware of it now so you have time to fix it, okay? Now, a lot of students declared the distinguished academic endorsement. That is the highest endorsement you could declare. In order to receive that endorsement, this is just a reminder, you have to have a 3.0 GPA. You must also have a math ACT score of a 22, okay? 22. Now, I pull numbers, so I want to make sure you look at your number and see if you have at least a 22. For English, you have to have at least an 18 on your ACT to get that endorsement. And there is another catch to it, okay? You must also take an AP or dual credit course and get a B or higher in those courses in order to get the endorsement. So you need 28 credits, okay? An additional 2 credits from the academic. You also must have a 3.0 GPA versus a 2.5. You must have a 22 in math and an 18 in English, and you must get a B or higher in an AP or dual credit course if you would like to get that endorsement, okay? So what happens if I get a 2.9 GPA, but I meet all the other requirements? That means you would graduate with the academic endorsement. Well, let's say I have the 3.0, but I can't get my math score to a 22. I only got my math score, let's say, to a 18. Well, that means I'm not getting the academic endorsement either. I would only get a traditional diploma. Because in order to get the academic, remember, I needed the 19 in math, okay? So I want to make sure you're paying attention to those ACT numbers. Because next year, when you get ready to graduate and you get ready to say what your endorsement is, if you do not meet all of those requirements, you would graduate with a traditional diploma, okay? The other reason we want to talk about ACT, okay? Beginning in 2018, 2019, our state, not our district, but our state made a rule about early release. So you notice this year, junior, no juniors are getting early release, okay? That's not a district rule. That is a state rule. If you would like to have early release your senior year, there is a requirement from our State Department. You must have at least a 19 on the math portion of your ACT and at least a 17 on the English portion of the ACT. If you do not meet both of those requirements, along with your being on track to graduate, you will not be allowed early release. Okay? I want to make sure you know that. It doesn't matter if you have all the courses you need for graduation. If you do not meet those 2 ACT requirements, you will not be allowed early release. And that is a state of Mississippi rule, okay, from our Department of Education. So if you have not gotten those scores, that may be another motivation for you, okay? Now, we really want to be college and career ready. So let's talk about what those numbers mean. So I know you want to leave early and you want the 19 in math or the 17 in English. But more importantly, you should want to be college and career ready. So ACT says in order to be college and career ready, you should have at least a 22 on the math portion of the ACT. You should also have at least an 18 on the English portion of the ACT. And for reading, you should have a 22 in the reading section of the ACT. If you do not have those numbers, you're not considered college and career ready. Now, does that mean you won't go to college? No. But you will be more successful in college if you can get those scores up on your ACT, okay? So that's another reason you should know your ACT number, okay? Another biggie, dual credit, okay? Dual credit. And maybe you don't know what dual credit is. So dual credit is when students are enrolled in high school, but they're taking college courses, and they're receiving both high school credit and college credit for those courses, okay? So I want to make sure that you know what's available. Here at Horn Lake, you are very blessed because they are going to pay for your dual credit courses. Okay, if you've never taken one before, just know that you get an opportunity here to take a free dual credit course. Okay, you can take as many as you want as long as you continue to be successful. For example, if you are in English 4 and you have at least a 17 on the English portion of the ACT, I'm curious if you knew that you could be taking English Comp. Okay, that is a 3-hour English credit. You could be enrolled in that course right now, and that would count for your 4th English. So you technically wouldn't even need English 4. So let's say you already took English 4. Why would I take English Comp? Because if you're going to college, you will have to take an English Comp course. So you could still take an English Comp, and it will still count for a high school credit for you. If you've already taken English Comp 1, then sign up for English Comp 2. You could enter college with 6 hours of English credit already. Okay. I also want to talk about math. So some of you know that I'm the dual credit math teacher here. I teach for Delta State. So if you would like to take my college algebra course and Horn Lake pay for it, all you have to do is have at least a 20 on the math portion of your ACT. Okay. A 20. And you need to have taken Algebra 2 and been successful in Algebra 2. Okay. But if you have that, along with a certain GPA requirement, okay, then you can sign up and Horn Lake would pay for you, the course for you. Okay. We also offer at least 15 other hours of college credit. You could take dual credit biology. We have public speaking. Okay. We have a whole list of courses that you're able to take while you're in high school and get college credit. See Miss Winston for that. Okay. But you must have that ACT score. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that you know that when you graduate, you must have a certain ACT score or they will place you in remedial courses, okay? So just because you take an ACT score and you get accepted in a lot of these colleges, I see a lot of students that their first semester, they have to take remedial math or remedial English because they do not meet the minimum ACT requirement. Those courses do not count towards your degree. Neither are they cheap. They cost the same price as your regular courses. So I want to make sure that you know that we're here to help you raise that score. So you need that score for your graduation options and endorsements. You need that score to be college and career ready. You need that score so that you can qualify for dual credit courses that you can take here at the high school for free. And you need those courses to avoid placement courses once you enter college.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention, we're moving fast. Students, those of you who are virtual will have tutoring options available to you on Wednesday afternoons. Tutoring will be from 2:45 to 4:15 p.m. Students, remember to social distance on the floor stickers when going through the lunch lines. Nobody wants your COVID. Also, be sure to get everything you need on your first trip through the line. You will not be allowed to return to the lunch line a second time. Also, there's no drinks in the vending machines, so don't go up to the vending machines with $1.25 and put it in there, because once you put the money in the vending machines, you're not going to get it back. Traditional students here in the building also have tutoring options on Monday afternoons. Be sure to sign up in the cafeteria on Monday during lunch if you plan on attending the sessions. You can also talk to your teachers if you're interested in signing up. Your counselors will be doing power lunches on Tuesdays. Look for their tables set up in the commons during your lunch. Get your Power School logins, ACT fee waivers, college application fee waivers, and answer quick questions. You have to do this during lunch before you are dismissed. You are not able to do this on the way to class. Students, don't forget that this Thursday night is senior night for volleyball. Come support your volleyball team. Students, also remember Friday night is homecoming. Come support the homecoming court and the football team. That's it for today's episode here at Horn Lake. We are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.